Poor housing, poverty, lack of educational opportunities, and programs engaging First Nations youth is a common theme across our country. Our youth live it every day.
The houses on the reserve, they're in bad shape, like bad shape. They need to renovate them.
In the hopes of ending this trend, the Yorkton Tribal Council signed up for Construction 101.
We took a chance on hoping it was going to impact, the housing, more or less the housing issues. And it turned out to be so much more than that.
On February 18, 2017, 13 First Nations youth from the Yorkton Tribal Council kicked off a new pilot project aimed at creating pride, instilling confidence, and creating brighter futures through hands-on construction training for First Nations youth, tackling a number of issues with one positive project: First Nations youth building homes.
It's nice. I just can't believe we all built it.
It's amazing how we can start from nothing and then have a big house there, or a tiny house.
I feel a sense of accomplishment, but I'm happy that I got it done.
It's just a fascinating experience for me because I never built a house before.
This is a better process. We have our own kids building them with the help of journeyman mentors, and I think it just, even when those mentors are gone and we leave those kids with the education, with the training, we can still depend on them to help in our communities, to help build houses, to help other kids. So I just think it's a very good answer to some of our problems.
With the help of our many partners, the youth were fitted with proper construction safety gear, obtained their WHMIS, fall protection, and first aid tickets, and received one-on-one hands-on training with the latest construction tools from experienced mentors.
They did pretty good at mentoring us for this job to get us ready for if we want to do this skill, take carpentry as a trade.
They really help you a lot, like with learning the stuff that we're doing here.
I can leave here with a little bit more knowledge in the construction area and more confident anyway, and they're nice guys and I made good friends.
On their own time, over 6 weekends, with the help of their mentors and support of their families and communities, the youth built this 375 square foot home from the ground up, learning vital skills and experience, and for some, gaining a confidence in themselves and a pride that you can't put a price tag on.
We had to build it from scratch, like cut boards, measure.
We just started the base around the house, and we nailed that and finished it. Learned how to build a house from ground up. That's pretty cool.
First we started with nothing, then we built the foundation for the building. And we started putting up the walls, framing it. Then next came the roof.
Well, I did the shingling, I put up the walls, and I did the mudding, I put the flooring in. I pretty much did everything actually.
I learned a lot. I learned how to use the tools, I learned how to measure, and I learned that it's just teamwork.
Roofing and building walls, because I got to use the stapler, kind of getting an expert at that.
I did a little bit of everything, and my role was pretty much just being safety officer.
I did lots here and there. I was all over the place, wherever they needed help, basically.
Building up the tiny house, it was actually a really good experience, given the fact that I used to, as a kid, I really wanted to do it. Yep. And now that I had the chance to do it, I want to look forward to whatever comes next.
It's just been a great time here. I love building. It's kind of fun here. I'm going to miss this.
Some of the lifelong impacts that it had on them, it's more than anything, it really empowers them. They feel so important. They feel like they've contributed to something lifelong, and we feel like we've contributed to something lifelong for them as well.
Of the 13 youth who began the Construction 101 program, all 13 took part every weekend and every step of the build. 100% success rate, coming highly recommended from the first class of graduates.
Because it's something to do on your weekends instead of going out and partying all the time.
I would recommend it because it's good to have stuff like this around. So students are more aware of the outside world when they want to start work and stuff. And get a little bit of experience before they decide to go.
I would recommend it to get out of the house.
The people are great, and everything was just great. It was awesome. I liked it. If there's another course like this, I'd definitely take it.
I'll just miss everybody, all the fun that we have here. kind of just gonna be boring weekends nowadays. So building a house and waking up early in the morning, I'll just be real lazy all the time.
The best part of this whole project was, I guess, just meeting new people, making friends, and just having a good time and learning new things.
Yeah, I would recommend it because just like experience and like you get to like have fun, learn how to build.
It's a really great experience for young ones like myself.
Well, before I started this, I wanted to go into like bricklaying, like as a trade, and I think I want to pursue it after this now.
Slowly, piece by piece, it was coming together, and now it's finished, and it's a great accomplishment. I feel good.
This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I went a-walking that ribbon of highway, and I saw above me that endless skyway, I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps in the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. All around me, a voice was a-sounding, this land was made for you and me. There was a big high wall there that tried to stop me. The sign was painted, said private property, but on the back side it didn't say nothing. This land was made for you and me.
Upon graduation, the youth also received high school credit for their hard work, hours towards future apprenticeship trades, valuable lessons in construction, and a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's a great experience for the kids, and it might be something they might look forward to doing in the future. You get to know people, and then you get credits for school, and you get work experience.
Now that I'm older, it looks something I want to do in the future, like more programs if possible. Possibly after graduating, get into it more.
With the overwhelming success of the first build project, an MOU was signed with the Federation of Sovereign Indigenous Nations to make this program available to the 74 member First Nations. 2 new projects are now underway utilizing the youth from the Fishing Lake and Carry the Kettle First Nations. Some First Nation communities deal with mold issues in their homes. Our latest partnership will help reduce this problem and make homes safer in First Nation communities. For the Yorkton Tribal Council, the tiny home is now up for sale, and all money will be used towards a second project for another group of teens.
You change one kid's life, you impact on one kid's life, one young adult, there's no, and it's just a ripple effect from there. You know, once you help one kid, it just goes on and on and on.
On the backside, it didn't say nothing. This land was made